I'll just go ahead and say it, folks. The Marcus Smart's comments, the Jaylen Brown injury, those things may have been blessings in disguise, man. I mean, the last 11 games the Celtics have played, they've won 8 of them, okay? Like, this team is on a roll, okay? They've got things clicking, and Jaylen Brown made his first appearance since being injured against the Houston Rockets, and boy, did he look good, man. I'm telling you right now, this team, they're gelling. They got something going on, and part of that is the resurgence of Dennis Schroder. Now, a lot of people clowned on him on social media. They love to say, look, he declined the $84 million contract because he thought he was a hotshot. He thought he was that guy. And now he's not that guy. The Lakers couldn't even re-sign him. He had to settle for a $5 million contract. Oh, wah, wah, wah. You people are now being quiet now. I can tell. You guys are silent. You can't say much right now. Dennis Schroder is putting out performances that are making his contract really look like a steal. Like the Celtics got a steal in Dennis Schroder, and they only have to pay him $5 million? I mean, my goodness, man. Schroder is going to get his money's worth. I told you guys this in October, right before the season started. I made sure to put that video out there because I wanted to be on the record that Dennis Schroder is going to get his money back. And I'm looking good right now, man. My prediction is looking very nice. Dennis Schroder, he's a bench player. I understand that. Okay, he's not going to be a starter for this team when Jaylen Brown's healthy. But when he's been a starter with Marcus Smart as a duo in the backcourt, they've got something gelling. Like, it's really nice to see. The Celtics, they found something in their offense when Schroder drives in the paint. He puts a lot of pressure on defenses, and he's so efficient. He finishes at the rim very well, and his ability to do that, I think, is very high up in the league. I think he's amongst the 90th percentile in the league. Honestly, he's that good. Look at the drives per game. Okay, Marcus Smart's drives per game have doubled ever since Schroder started games, and it has to do with the fact that Schroder made the Celtics realize that when you drive in the paint, put that much pressure on the defensive end, it gives guys open shots. And when you can finish at the rim in an efficient rate, even through contact, it makes great things happen on both ends. And the Celtics, they have players like Tatum, they have players like Marcus Smart that can drive. And Marcus Smart really making a name for himself again on the offensive end. It's really nice to see. He's not just a one-dimensional player on that end. He can drive in the paint, put that pressure on the defense too. And he's showing that during the stretch. Okay, I won't bore you too much with statistics, but I really do need to point this out because Schroder has been on a tear lately. He has scored in double-digit points slightly since the last 10 games. He's scored 14 points the first game, 20 points second game, 20 points again for game, 38 points, then 28. Okay, he slides down to 14 again, but then he gets up to 15. He gets up to 21. He gets up to 29. And last game against Houston, he scored 18 points. Now, Jaylen Brown did come back during this game, and so Schroder's minutes did dip a little bit, but it doesn't mean that the Celtics don't like what he's been doing on the offensive end. And it's not just that. The defense ramped up as well. When you have Marcus Smart and Dennis Schroder, the defense, it's second in the league in defensive rating. And that's amazing in itself. It just shows you that there's a chemistry in the backcourt that the Celtics are very grateful to have discovered with this Jaylen Brown injury. And now that Jaylen Brown's back, oh boy, the Celtics going to use that duo in reserve lineups, and it's going to be very effective, very much so. And obviously, you can't really start Schroder and Smart now with Brown back. And also, you don't want to take out Horford and Williams. They make a good pairing as well. You could just tell that the Celtics, ever since Marcus Smart made those comments, ever since, Jaylen Brown's been injured, ever since they've been on this, downfall, well, things have picked up again, and the haters, really, they can't say much. There's nothing they can say, and obviously, as a Raptors fan, it's really tough to see, because I'll just give you context as to how things have changed over the last 3 weeks. So, November 1st, 2021, the Celtics were 2-5. And the Raptors were 5-3. So, in terms of the standings, you have the Raptors being tied 6th place in the East, and the Celtics were 12th place in the East. Fast forward 3 weeks later, November 22nd, 2021, the Celtics are now tied 6th with the Hornets, and the Raptors are 12th in the East. It's just a complete flip, a complete reversal. You have to give it to the Celtics, man. They have a short memory, and they didn't let the struggles of the early days of the season affect them. They're clearly now clicking on all cylinders. They're winning games. They're getting things going, and oh boy, they're not only shutting all their haters up, they're also shutting people like me up who, are fans of their rival teams. It's just okay. You win, Celtics. You win for now, but we're gonna get a run going. We're gonna make sure to beat you guys when we meet again. For those who say my laugh is creepy, that one was just for you. A really special treat, and I hope you enjoyed.